All right, this is Tony Robbins. Who are we becoming? Just don't go after a goal for the purpose of going after the goal. Go after a goal to help us become greater than what we are.
To deal with hundreds of thousands of people per year. I see about 250 to 300,000 people a year in my live programs. And I hear so much excitement, and I also hear so much fear about the pace of change. I mean, we've all talked about changes happening so rapidly now and paradigm shifts. All that stuff has become so overused at this point that we've become numb to it. But it's true. Never in the history of the world have things changed so rapidly. So you need to find something that's eternal inside of yourself, that no matter what
Find something that's eternal inside of yourself. Now, that's spiritual foundation.
changes on the surface, this part of you does not change. It's the part you come back to, the part that guides you, the part that really makes you fulfilled. And that's your purpose. Because all of a sudden, when you find out a friend's got cancer, or you turn around and you see that 35,000 people at IBM got laid off, or an entire industry disappeared overnight because a new one was created, it'll give you a way to find some good in virtually anything. Your purpose is available to you at any moment in your life, but you got to know what it is. Before we get into it, let me back up.
You got to know what it is. And it's got to be something real, not contrite, made up.
Okay, I have a good friend who's one of the most successful financial people in the country. He works in all these financial markets. He's an incredibly successful businessman, and I know he's working very hard right now on a goal. And I went to visit him recently, and boy, he's working hard and he's going to achieve that goal. But, you know, when the goal's finally there, then he's going to be happy. And I thought, no, 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 no. You know, each moment we've got to be able to find some sense of meaning for our lives, something that is significant, something that is useful. And we all know this is not a new conversation, but as your coach and as your friend in these tapes, I'd like to draw your attention to some things that maybe you already know but haven't thought about for a while. Maybe get you to put some of your focus into the most important area of life, which is enhancing meaning. See, all of us in life have to have a reason to be here. If all you're doing out there is going out and trying to achieve goals, and then you achieve them, then I'm sure you've run into that trip-up wire that says, okay, I've achieved the goal, and now what, right?
We need to enhance our meaning and deepen our meaning. It has to be real and purposeful and deep and fulfilling. It has to be fulfilling and deeply rewarding in that fulfilling area. Otherwise, the goals are hollow and shallow, and you'll run out of drive and effort, and it won't really matter. Anyhow, I'm going to leave it here. He might say some more. I'll give you a full link on this. He had 92,000 visits on this because of what he does in markets. But there's a lot more to meaning in life and purpose in life than making money.
You achieve the goal and your brain says, is this all there is? See, the purpose of a goal, as I've shared with you so many times, is not to achieve the goal. The purpose of the goal is what it makes of us as people, who we become. Ultimately, though, we have to have a sense that who we even have become has some kind of meaning. Without that, there's not a reason to live. There's not a reason to get up. There's not a reason to go out there and make it happen. What's really controlling this man's life is fear. When people say they're cynical or they're pessimistic, what they're really screaming out to you is, I'm scared out of my mind. I'm afraid to dream again. I'm afraid to think about what's possible. I'm afraid to really put myself on the line and say, I'm going to go for something. I'm going to stand for something. I'm going to put myself on the line in a relationship or my business or my vision to make a difference in the world. Because you know what? Maybe at one time this person did that. Maybe they tried it several times and it didn't work and they got pain and pain and pain. Pretty soon they didn't want the pain, so they stopped dreaming. They stopped envisioning. They stopped coming up with meaning. And
So again, we have to learn how to channel the pain, work through the pain, and get back to our meaning and work through these things and build things in a way that deepens our self-esteem, our respect for ourselves, our meaning, our purpose. It has to be deep and real and significant enough to keep us motivated and going regardless of what happens. Again, this is Roger Martin from Billings, Montana, and this is Anthony Robbins or Tony Robbins talking about uh, purpose. What is your purpose? Again, this is Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. Good day.